Hey, thanks for clicking the video. This is all about grip strength in golf. And I got started thinking about this when we were doing Be Better Golf School in Orlando, Florida at the Mike Bender Golf Academy. There's a lot of pros that are members there at that practice facility. And there they have a fitness room that is has all these different devices, like everything under the sun, different kinds of golf devices and training and fitness devices. And without a doubt, the most popular thing there is this homemade kind of thing that I didn't hear anything about, but I kept seeing the pros use it, that were working out there. So I asked one of them about it, and they showed me how to use it, and I kind of took it apart and saw how it goes together. So I'm back here in Long Beach, and I'm making my own. I'm going to show you guys how to make this. If you look at a lot of the scientific research and stuff, the forearms and the pecs are super active in the downswing. A super connected correlation between ball speed and the forearm muscles. That had the strongest correlation. I think this is great for junior golfers to do, but be careful doing it, because just do it until you feel a good pump in your forearms. Don't do it crazy. It's a great finisher for your workout. So after you've done your workout, or at the end of the day, then do this, because you don't want your grip to be totally worn out as you're doing regular golf exercises, because your form is going to be messed up. These are the parts that you're going to need. You can get everything here at Lowe's or Home Depot, and then you also need to go to the grocery store. So the first thing you need is a 5-gallon bucket. This is like $7. This whole thing was a lot more. Like, usually my home improvement store training aids things come together to be like pretty cheap. This whole thing altogether was more expensive than I thought it would be. I think it's going to be super effective. So this is like $5. Then you get a lid, but in the lid you cut. This is about an inch and a half. You make a square with a Sharpie, and then you cut it. What I did, since I didn't really have a perfect little saw for that or whatever, I just punched it with a screwdriver, and then I used a little pair of plier snips to make that. It's going to be important later, and you'll see why. This is the most important piece of it. Basically what's going to happen is this is going to get filled with a whole lot of rice. You're going to stick this inside here, put the lid on, get on here, and then we'll do it later, but basically you're going to stand up and take your golf posture and spin this thing this way. Now, a lot of golf teachers teach this kind of bowing down thing. You see John Rahm, you see like a lot of good players doing that, but this is really working your forearms a lot that way. But then obviously you can go both ways, because you want to be equal on both sides, but that's the basic exercise. So this is 3/4 inch galvanized steel pipe. It's 3/4 inch this way, and this is 18 inches, 3/4 inch by 18 inch galvanized steel pipe. So this is a 3/4 inch by 18 inch galvanized steel pipe. These two, then there's the same 3/4 inch. It's called a T-E-E, and then these two pieces are called nipples. This and this. They don't look like what you would think would be a nipple, but they are called nipples. Take it off. Whoop. And then the piece on the end there is called a cap. Pretty obviously. So you're buying one 18-inch pipe, one T, 2 nipples, and 2 caps. Then you screw all that together and make this big T piece. Put this here. Okay. Tighten it down. I don't think you need to go like super tight as far as like get out a wrench and make it tight with a wrench or something, but you do want it to be pretty tight, because you're going to be working this thing into the rice pretty aggressively. Okay, so get this thing tight here. both sides and spots. Now there's a lot you can do with just this, without even the bucket of rice. There's a lot of exercises you can do, as far as you just put it on this side here like this, and just stand there while you're watching TV doing this. This way, and then the other way, you know, for a certain amount of revolutions or a certain amount of time. Switch it this way, the other way. And this is going to be a good workout for your wrist too. Then, just like this. And this thing is heavy, I'll tell you what. It is heavy. The other way. You could make this thing even heavier because you could buy one more cap, fill this thing with rice, and then screw the cap on too if you wanted to. But this thing is pretty darn heavy as it is. Stick your arm a little bit more out and it really is activating. And you can see it's really getting a good pump going. But now we're gonna, so this is it. An 18-inch galvanized steel pipe, 2 nipples, a T, and 2 caps. And this thing, this is the boom, the position you want here. I actually would like to knock through a cinder block wall with this thing because that's where I want to be at impact. Bang, like there. Everybody ends up being like this. Boom, like that. Okay. Then, so this altogether was $25, like all these pieces. That was surprising to me. This thing was $6. This thing was $2.50 or something. So you're talking about $32 or something. That's pretty resealable. Okay, this should be good. Now this thing is great just in and of itself. I mean, to have this rice bucket to you know, there's all different kinds of exercises you can do with this, and baseball players have been doing this for 70 years. You have to buy a second lid for this thing that doesn't have a hole on it. Actually, I think that would be a good idea. So you can see that is really, it's actually, as far as workouts goes, it's a pretty rewarding feeling workout. That feels cool. And okay, we can go for one more, I think. What do you think? Do I need it that full? Oh my gosh, that's hard. That's exactly what we want though. Okay. Should I put another one in here? Let's see. Yeah, it'll fit, so whatever, let's just do it. It's probably too much to put another one in. Alright, it's going in there. Fill it up. Get in there. Oh, that's better. Let's do that high. And then plus that the heavier it is, the better it resists the twisting. So that's the number one main exercise. A lot of that turn down move is important, but really it's the strength to be very stable, because I want to be more like this through impact, pretty square to the arc through, but having these really strong wrists. Because I think there is something to, when you hit the ball, how much the deflection affects you. If you get real strong hands, then it's not going to, when it deflects, you know, especially going through rough and other things like that, or at the high speed of a driver, how much rebound there is to, you want it really to be stable through impact. So this is it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to be working on this thing. We have a golf school coming up in Virginia on June 2nd and 3rd. There's a link in the description below. Go to bebettergolf.net/school for more information about that. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Bye. I can already feel it on my forearms.